Yeah. What's up, y'all? Sisters in charge, Sister me and just others. Thank you. Say what's up.
Gang, gang.
Gang, gang. You see what it is? Tony, how you doing? We're having a good night. Mage is just eating some Chinese.
Yeah. I'm having a good time.
He's having
and
a good time.
Please try and help out the channel.
Yes, sir.
And show your grandma, your grandpa, everyone you know, even your cousins, your brothers, your sisters, your friends.
Yes, sir.
I don't even care.
What's up, Marlita Haley?
Even if it's a random person.
Okay. All right. Relax. Kylie, Paige, what's up, y'all? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. We're doing good. Janice, welcome. Well, welcome, Janice, and thank you for coming. Marlita, what's up, Marlita? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope the family's well, Marlita. Tara, how you doing? I hope you guys are doing well. We're doing good. So it's Saturday. We just got home a little while ago, but our daughters, Peter, Josh, Chris, Tara, Pittsburgh kid, Kristen, Stacy, Eddie. Before we get to the Q&A, our daughters, they just went to homecoming. So it's like bittersweet for me. They looked so beautiful. So beautiful. I took some pictures.
And my mother.
Yes. Run one shit. Let me touch on this real quick because I think that's a good question. And I think so many people ask that, right? So he said, Frank, what do you think the solution to the opiate problem is? Handing out free tested drugs. I run shit. I seen that.
Say hi.
So don't put your questions yet. What I'm going to do is I'll answer one question and then I'll tell you guys when to submit another. Okay? So right now I'm on I Run Shit's question. I'm going to answer it. Then when I'm done, I'll tell you guys, okay, submit another question because your questions will get lost if I'm just focusing on one thing. So just wait, and then I'll tell you when to submit another one, all right? This is a good question. I don't know what the answer to. As long as there is mental health issues and depression, all that type of stuff, people are going to use drugs, not to mention physical pain. So I seen what they're doing there where people are actually handing out drugs. They're handing out drugs to people so they know they're safe. For me, I would be scared. Kurt, what's up? Murph, what's up? Eric, I would be scared to buy drugs off the street. If I had to buy drugs off the street, I'd be terrified. Vancouver right now, they're giving out drugs that are tested so they know what they're getting. So I could see that. Do I think that's a good thing? I think some people that are scared to try drugs for the first time and they know that what they're getting is pure heroin. I think there's going to be some people that normally wouldn't try it are going to try it. That I do, if I'm being honest. So yeah, that's what I would think. You know, I think it's good that they're giving out so people, you know, to cut down on the ODs and stuff. I think that's good, but I think, you know,
and it also cuts down on the dealer, like for that aspect too.
Yeah, well, they're sort of dealing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So think about it. You know, you can't see anymore. Can you still see?
You want me to turn that other light on?
No, they can see. It was just I was wiping down the camera for a second. So yeah. Spoken to Gene lately. I seen Gene the last time I was in Philly. Tuesday, was it? Was it Tuesday?
Sunday, Monday.
Sunday, Monday. So yeah, I seen Mage. Come on. So that was the last time that I seen Gene. I was with him. So I want to touch on a few things before we open up the Q&A. So Rachel's over there off camera, like, I don't know what she said, be polite or something, I think. So let me just touch on a couple things. All right. Before, a matter of fact, I'm gonna give it a couple minutes just to let a couple more people come into live before I speak on what needs to be spoke on, and then we'll do Q&As. Yeah, listen, I was just listening. So right before I came on live, I was listening to, it was people in Mexico. It was like Vice. They were doing cartel work. They were speaking to the cartels while they're doing their work, and they were saying how nobody wants heroin right now because once you've done fentanyl, once you're addicted to fentanyl, heroin isn't going to do nothing for you. So, I run shit. Well, thank you, Kurt. Exactly. Dusty. Chris. Congratulations on your cream time. You forgot what your questions were. Well, listen, I'm going to pull them up on my phone, the questions, but I'm also going to, so look at the baby. Well, they're not babies, but look at my beautiful daughters. You can't see them good. I don't know. FM, what's up? Mercy has gotten big. All right. So first things first, a lot of people. So that live from the other day, it was monetized. So for anybody that doesn't know, if there is music playing in the background while I'm on live, or if I'm on any other video, YouTube will cut the video because it's somebody else's music. So YouTube did that to that video last Sunday or Monday, when the guy was overdosing. Do I have the occasional drink? No, I don't drink at all. I don't like drinking. You couldn't really pay me to drink, ever, even before I had a drug problem. Queen Kells, what's up? So, I just never liked to drink. To be honest with you, the last couple times that I did drink back in like 2004, it reminded me of my mom. I got like real emotional and it wasn't good. So I was like, yeah, no. All right. So Rodney, I seen another YouTuber speaking on it. What's up with you and Mal from AML? I don't know what Mal, I guess he got an issue with me. So last week I was speaking on YouTubers that go, well, not YouTube, people that do content that go to Kensington and prey on the people down there, right? Started off with just talking about there's people that they just drive around and record. And then it went to people that were down there exploiting the people, right? So I never mentioned anybody's name. All I said was there's somebody down here that has a channel. I said they're down here and they're sleeping with the girls. They're exploiting the girls. They're giving them money to sleep with them, and they're giving them money and they're giving them drugs to sleep with them. I said where it's a common thing known in Kensington that this issue is going on. So before I even get into that, let me just speak on this. All right, what you guys know of me is what I show you, right? What I show on camera is what you guys know. Those of you that know me outside of YouTube, those of you that come and see me when I'm out there doing my work, some of you know me differently, but the majority of people here is people know me through YouTube. You know what I mean? So when we know somebody through YouTube, we only know what they want us to know, right? So if I wanted to show you guys that like my life is perfect, you know, then I could, you know, I could tell you my life was perfect. So they're 100%, and I didn't say no name to it, but now I will. And the only reason that I'm even attaching a name to it is because the person felt like he had a guilty conscience. So when I brought it up, when it was discussed on, he felt some type of way and felt the need to defend himself when nobody said it was him. And I was speaking of AML, 100% I was. And I have numerous people, not one, not two, not three, 4 different people and a man that he used to hang out with, that his girl, so the guy that AML used to hang out with, and he would tell him, yo, I'll pay you if you take me around to these spots. He was messing around with AML was messing around with dude's girl behind his back. She was an addict. He was giving her money, you know, feeding her some drugs, whatever it might be. Bougie. The other woman, Bougie, where you see a little bit of it, and I cut it out of the video, where she says the same thing. There's 2 other women that said the same thing. There's people in this chat that are from Kensington that have said the same thing. Now, mind you, I didn't see this myself, so that's why I didn't attach no name to it. We have to remember, all right, so we have to remember that there's people, so, right, not everybody knows, not everybody like plays by the same rules, right? Where people in the street know, okay, you don't say somebody's name unless you've seen firsthand, you know what I'm saying? Unless you know for sure. So that's why me specifically, why I didn't say a name, because I didn't see it with my own eyes. The brother told me, you know, numerous times that what he was doing, and I didn't feed into it. And like I said, I didn't put his name out because that's not my thing. But the next day, when did I do something? Oh, okay. The next day, when people were like, yo, he's saying this about you and this about you and this about you. Well, I said, okay, well, now I 100% will say his name. You know, there's people in this chat right now that have 100% know this also. You know, but you know, that's the way it is. To me, you know, there's more men down there than there is women. So, you know, normally, for me, I sort of try to steer away from certain situations where I see they could be problematic for certain things, you know, for certain reasons. Because for number one, I don't want to be involved in no bullshit. You know, but if somebody say something about me that's not true, 100%, you're going to hear me clear it up. But also, if they say something about me that's true, and I know I got something to be like, damn, I need to clean my shit up, then I need to clean my shit up. You know, so to each his own. For me, you know, and a lot of people, there was a couple of things before I get to the comments that I want to also put in perspective. All right, so anybody that is on YouTube, anybody that is a content creator that has their channel monetized is in one way hoping to make money, one way or another, right? Hoping to make money, whether it's just to pay for the videos they make, right? Because people were saying, you know, Frank does this for the money, right? Where he said that himself, where I say my account is monetized, right? It is, but my account's not the only one. Mal, I don't even know him not to like him. I just thought, you know, and mind you, we're probably two different people. You know what I mean? I don't know him, but 100% is I'm coming from the background of somebody that has a history in the streets. You know what I mean? So the rules that I play by are going to be different than others. Like, I'm not going to talk about nobody. You know what I mean? By name, if I don't know 100% fact. You know, but that's just me. A lot of people were asking, you know, we're like, oh, Frank is copying what he does. You know, those of you that have been on the channel know that I've been here. I've been doing this before anybody was doing it in Kensington. Nobody, when I started doing this, nobody was doing this in Kensington. Now there's a whole bunch of people. So I remember when he first started doing it, after I was doing it for you know, a year or something. At first I felt some type of way. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, you're asking the same exact questions that I'm doing. You're asking, you know, you're doing the same exact thing. And I felt some type of way. And Barn, what's up? I spoke it over with Barn and I spoke it over with Rachel. And they broke it down. They was like, look, you have to look at it as you're inspiring somebody, right? And then when I looked at it like that, I was like, damn, you know, you're right, because I've been inspired by plenty of people. There's channels that I watch that I get inspired by them. And I'd be like, all right, I got to work on my video techniques, or I got to work on my sound, or I got to work on my editing, all that stuff, you know, so I get inspired. So I got that. But then when a narrative gets pushed that, you know, like Frank is copying people and stuff like that, you know, I was the first one doing this. Me and Barn were literally, you know, when me and Barn first got back in contact, and this was 2017, 2018, this is what I was doing. You know what I mean? So, you know, and to be honest with you, for me, I don't, that stuff, you know, that stuff, because I'm not the first one to go in the hood and interview people. You know what I mean? When I first started, they said that I was copying a guy from Detroit, I think, when I had never seen his channel. You know what I mean? I had never seen a channel. So we're all going to get that, and so on and so on, so forth. You know, until you invent something that's 100%, you know, until you reinvent the wheel, then nobody can say you've been doing that. So for me, I just thought, you know, I was like, it's just exactly. If Chosen, exactly, Eric, that's his name, Chosen One. So if anybody hasn't checked his channel, check his channel. So if, you know, thank you, Curtis. So, you know, but listen, so those of us that we're down there in Kensington and we're there for the right reasons, right? I take offense and I take it personal when people go down there and exploit them, because I know I'm partly responsible for that, because they would have never seen Kensington if it wouldn't have been for the videos that I first started making. You see what I'm saying? So at times I feel guilty of that. I start feeling guilty, you know, so I realized that I sort of opened up that door. You know, so when I see a motherfucker down there that's messing around with the girls, that are out there strung out, and you're feeding these girls drugs and giving these girls money to mess around with you and sleep with you, like AML is doing, 100%, I'm going to feel some type of way. 100% I am. And the thing is there's, like I said, there's people in this chat that personally that live in Kensington and was like, yo, that's all dude does. Just don't try to spin the narrative like that's not what you do, because 100%, nigga, that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. And when nobody mentioned your name, you was like, hey, why you talking about me? We was like, oh, nobody said you was doing that. Yeah, fuck yeah. All them women are vulnerable in the street. All them women are. Imagine you starving, right? Or dying of thirst. And you have somebody that comes and tells you, I'm going to give you a drink of water, or I'm going to give you some food. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, And for me, Kristen, yeah, Kristen, thank you. For me, that shit don't matter. My subscriber count, to not having 100,000 subscribers, to him getting there first. If numbers were important to me, then I'd be upset about that, right? Listen, that has no bearings at all on anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, only, I think, and maybe only people with the YouTube channel knows that, there's nothing that that somebody that has 100,000 subscribers can do that somebody that has 85,000, 80,000 could do. It's really no difference. To me, like, numbers, those type of numbers don't really mean nothing to me. You know what I mean? That shit don't mean nothing. I don't that shit don't mean nothing. So I don't know. So, to a couple people that I seen, when somebody had said something to me, they sent me a screenshot and it was like, oh, Frank, I don't even think he's an addict. Like, yeah, that's something I'm gonna make up. And also,
really, I'm offended by that.
Yeah, to me, yeah, but for me, I think too is, like y'all see, we're not, me and AML, we're not the same people, right? We both do interviews. That's where the similarities stop. That's 100% where the similarities stop. We do interviews. That's it. You know what I mean? There's nothing other than that. Y'all see me in the streets, my hands dirty every time I'm down there. That's what I do. That's it. And even still, I wish the brother the best. I wish him the absolute best. I'm not one thing about me is I never ever, I'm not a hater at all, because I realize that the more competition is healthy, right? So if we have one person standing on a street corner and yelling out loud, you're only going to hear him for a block away. You get 10 people, to scream loud, you know what he's going to do. You know what I'm saying? So I just thank everybody, to keep it pushing. I just thank everybody that stood up and said something. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. and I thank you. So, all right, let's get.
Is that better?
Yes, thank you. She's breaking shit. She can't stay
It's
still.
Mercy.
No, it's not Mercy. So let's get to some Q&As, right? Let me see. I put up a post earlier. I put up a post earlier telling you guys if you have any questions, feel free to ask. So,
Hi, Jessica. Hi, Haley.
what's up? No, I don't even know how to get there. I'm like, how the fuck do I get there? All right. So
This one, listen, we were not home this Wednesday, and the Wednesday before that, you were in Kensington.
What?
Somebody asked when another Women's Wednesday, and I said, well, you were away, so I couldn't do it.
Yeah, on the Wednesday I was in Kensington. That was last Wednesday when I was out there. Hey, little girl. All right. So, all right. Let me see. Let me just read the question. There was something in the plan. Okay, this is a good one. So this is from Teresa Tucci. She said, "Hi Frank, I live in South Philly. In the past few months, we had tents appear and needles in the park where children play. We are not quiet people to let this happen. All of Broad Street has been taken over. What can we do to stop this before it becomes Kensington? I want to help both sides of the situation. I belong to a group that I have contacts, but it seemed like no one cares." All right, so this is a big thing. Imagine living in South Philly, right? Where you know what's going on in North Philly. South Philly has its own share of problems. But nobody has the problems that Kensington does, right? So let's say if you notice drugs moving into your neighborhood, right? Because that's essentially what that is. You notice that there's drugs moving into your neighborhood. So what do when you notice something like that? I think one of the biggest things that you could do is just be on point. Let people know that, you ain't really going for that. If you see people outside using in public in your neighborhood, I think there's a way to approach them. Of course, you don't want to come up to somebody who's getting high and tell them, yo, start yelling at them. I think always is a good thing is to just let them know, yo, we have kids that play here in this park. Please don't ruin that for them. Start there. That is, I know when I was getting high, if somebody would have came up to me politely with manners, and told me, yo, my kids play here. Can you please not leave needles around here? I would have definitely listened to them. And speak to the higher ups. We vote and we elect people. You have block captains and all that stuff. Speak to them. All right. Where that energy come from to help the homeless? Your inspiration to follow. Thank you, DVF. So my energy to help the homeless comes from like wanting to see people do better. I don't want to see nobody fucked up. I don't want to see, people without hope. Because a lot of times when we're in that life, we're getting high, we're homeless, everything has gone wrong for us. We start to lose hope, right? And we start to think like, no, I can't do that. Or, you know what I mean? So I think that's important is to let people know that, like, listen, I tell people all the time when I'm down there, they look at me as if I'm like different from them. So I tell them all the time, look, I'm no different. I'm just clean today. I don't even say I just made 5 years or anything like that. I don't say that. I just tell them I'm clean today. A half an hour, I could not be clean. Somebody could say something in this interview and I could be upset or, you know, be emotional and decide to pick up again. You know, so that's where that energy comes from. That's a very good question, Haley. Where do you think you guys would be if you didn't get addicted? I'll go first. So if I never had a drug issue, I would have a completely different outview on addicts. Before I got clean, I thought addiction was a laziness thing. I thought it was somebody who was lazy. I thought it was somebody who's just making a choice. I thought it was like that, you know, oh, they're just making a choice. They're weak. That's what I thought it was. And granted, I used to say that to my mom. My mom was an addict for 18 years, you know, and she had some clean time. She had about 5-6 years clean before she died. And I used to tell her, yo, if you want to get clean, you could just get clean. Stop using drugs. That's all you got to do. And then when I found myself in those shoes, I realized I was like, man, this has nothing to do with being smart. This has nothing to do with having money. This has nothing to do with that. This has something to do with taking over your soul and, you know, and doing that, you know. So, you know, that's where I think I would be. I think I would be a lot more ignorant in that fact. You know, what do you think?
What?
Where do you think your life would have been differently if
I didn't get high?
Yeah, if you would have never chose drugs.
I don't really know. I started using early. Like I started using so young. I was only 14 when I first used opiates. So honestly, I would like to think I would be famous. I'm serious. No, because before that I wanted to be an actress. And I would go on auditions and stuff. And I'm not joking. He's laughing at me. But my life had another plan. So.
Okay.
I'm serious. He's
no, I'm
making
just
fun of
fucking
me.
with you.
But I
already know that.
I really did. I
already know that.
I had a scholarship and everything to go to
this is
an acting school.
So James Gilman, when was the last time you used drugs? The last time that I used the opiate was 2016. That was my only choice of drugs. I wasn't the type of person that like use coke. Look, she says she loves your TikToks. Belly, that just made her night because she be cracking up doing. She cracks me up doing this. So I was the only type of person that did opiates. Me, I have medical marijuana pen that I use 99% of the time just at night to go to sleep. Every once in a while, I'll use during the day. If I feel like I don't really have a problem with anxiety, but sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel right inside. And maybe it is anxiety. Maybe I just don't know how to explain it. But so that's me, Rachel.
Wait, what was the question? I'm sorry.
When was the last time you used?
2016.
She is just past 5 years also.
Yeah.
So huge shout out. Listen, and that's the first time I've congratulated her because we don't look at it like we don't count days, to be honest with you. We don't like be like, okay, September 22nd, September 17th, these are our days. We don't do that. We've learned the hard way. Doing that just doesn't work for us.
Yeah.
So we just look at it as I got another year. and I got today. So, you know.
Yeah, me either,
No,
Lydia.
I had a
don't
little
do
more
it.
time than her, Ashley.
Yeah, like 2 weeks.
Yeah, literally just weeks. So, yep. All right, let me see. I've been clean for 9 years, and although I'm an addict, I go to AA meetings. Do you attend meetings? I don't go to meetings. Like I'm 100% not opposed to them, anything like that. I just don't go. I should go. I should make time to go to meetings. I wouldn't have 5 years without my meetings. I'll tell you that right now. Meetings are priceless, are all that. For me, like with COVID, since then, that was the last time I went to a meeting before we were locked down. Since everything like is on, I can't, I don't know. For me, like I need the whole experience of a meeting. Going in there, making a cup of coffee, sitting down, speaking to people, seeing new people, speaking to them, seeing a rehab bus come and bring people, and me looking at them. And as I'm speaking to one of them. You know what I mean? That's what I need when I go to the meetings. For me, it's more than just what's being said. It's the whole vibe of the meeting, and it's hard to find meetings. But I would encourage anybody trying to get clean, go to the fucking meeting. Tara, 100%. This channel is my meeting. The work that I do in Kensington is my meeting. Doing lives on here is my meeting. That's my meeting. Codependency is a huge problem for addicts. Teresa Miller, absolutely.
What's the question?
It was just her, like, do you go to meetings? Just sort of explaining some stuff. What are my Nintendo sexy whore? All right. We ain't gonna judge names though. That's what we not gonna do. We're not gonna judge no names. All right. What are some of the worst physical ailments you've seen from people on drugs in Kensington? I've seen people with sores that go down to their bone. Yeah.
That girl, remember?
Yeah, she lost her eye. But for me, that, seeing somebody's bone, like think about you looking at somebody's leg, and like I was looking at it, and I was like looking at it, and I squinted, and I turned my head to the side, and I looked away, and I looked back, and I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? Because the majority of people go through their whole life without seeing the inside of somebody's leg. Not only seeing the inside of somebody's leg, but seeing somebody trying to shoot up in that leg. And you see the flesh all ate away around it. And I was just looking, and I was like, what the fuck? And only people that get high will know this. So the needle, the inside, like the quantity of fluid that was in there was like this big. It was like the whole syringe. So that tells you that he tried to hit, because you got to pull back to get the blood in to make sure you're in a vein. That shit was filled up with pus, with blood. It was disgusting. You could smell it.
Oh, yeah, you can smell their wounds.
It was bad. And I see a lot of that in Kensington. That was on Alive. That was the worst thing that I've seen besides, the normal stuff, I would say. And it's not even normal.
Yeah.
But the norm for there, which is people with ulcers, people with broken bones, all that type of stuff. So graduation rates for Kensington. I like that question, right? So that's a question that I really like. All right, so I'm going to look up just so I can tell you.
Yeah, because I don't know that. I gotta go check my major.
All right, so we're going to find out together. Okay. So the graduation rates are see what I'm seeing here. I don't know if that's right. Student. All right. So grades 9 through 12. All right. That's just Kensington High. All right. So let's just take a school, Kensington High, 600 students. Right. Student to teacher ratio is 14-1. So there's 14 students to each teacher. The minority enrollment is 92%. So 92% is minority. Graduation rate is at 55%. So half of every classroom is graduating. Think about that. Half of every person in the school is graduating. That's very low. For the state of Pennsylvania, they test in the bottom half of all schools. You know, their rate of graduation is at the bottom half of all schools. Rosa Maria, thank you. Their math proficiency is at 10 to 14%. Reading proficiency is at 10 to 14%. So that's telling you it's very, very poor. Where they test that, and their education is not good at all. That's sad. It's very sad.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be like, I know you're saying it's not bad for quote unquote.
No. He's not saying that. Not bad for a ghetto, bro. Are you crazy? So somebody might have said, that's not bad. That's horrible.
That's horrible.
That's horrible.
It doesn't matter.
Think of normal school. Like I'm gonna compare this. Hold up. I'm gonna compare this to the kids my school go to.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna compare this to the school that my kids go to. Okay. All right. So my kids, there's 3,000 kids in my school, right? Or no, that's kindergarten through 12. No, that can't be right.
Yeah.
So there's 19-1. So where Kensington was 14-1, they have a little better schools. Minority enrollment is 22%. Graduation rate is 70 to 74%. Math proficiency is at 41%. Reading is at 59%. So look at that. Theirs was 10 to 14 on both math and reading. So that tells you a lot that they're extremely undereducated. So think about that. But we also have to think of is the type of environment you got to move over or something.
I can't because of this chair.
Or the other way. So, I know one thing I did check up is the rate of poverty is at like 98%, 97% live below the poverty level, which is bad. That's bad. There's people that live there that go to school every day, that come home to no running water, no hot water, no electricity, that type of stuff, no heat.
I agree. Trade schools normal. Are where it's at.
So thank you. Why not you? That's a very good question. I like where you're thinking.
What was it?
Haley, this is another one. What lengths would you both go to help if your kids got into drugs, God forbid? I think about that all the time. That's a huge fear of mine. It's a huge fear. I would go to any length. I would go to any length to stop my kids from using, right? Any length. There's nothing I wouldn't do. If they told me you can give all your money, all my material possessions, take it. Take it. But I also know that me being an awesome father, and by awesome, doesn't mean like a best friend. Me being a good, solid father. What are you looking for, Bobby?
His cape.
Your cape?
Yes.
I know that lessens the chance of them doing drugs, you know. Exactly, Brent. That's what we was talking about. I would listen. So, Lydia, I've done all this stuff with my sister, with family members. I've locked them in. That works for the time. Not for the long time though. But I would do anything. I would do anything. Listen, when I told you guys, so when my sister was getting high, listen, I used to run in houses, drug houses all the time. Yes, sir.
This is
Oh
my
shit.
costume.
Look at this.
Dun, dun.
Damn, we got a savage on our hands.
He's got a cape.
His cape. Look
I
at
told
that.
him to get ready for bed and
This is what I'm
put his pajamas on, and this is what he did.
Yeah, this is his pajamas for the night. Yeah.
I got no school tomorrow.
No school tomorrow. No,
But you
sir.
still have
It's
to
Saturday.
Okay.
Is it No, it's Sunday.
Saturday.
Today's
No,
Saturday?
you worked.
Yeah. It feels like it's
What?
Saturday tomorrow because I had a short week.
No.
What's up, Brad? How you doing? They do big indictments and stuff in Kensington. They do them all the time. Tight, Mage, will you let the dogs in? So I would do anything to keep anybody that I love from that. You know.
Gina. He acts like him too.
What?
He said he looks like the guy from Spaceballs.
Yeah. Thank you, Curtis. He does, Gina. Thank you, B-Radder. Thank you, Brad. I appreciate you. What would be the dream vacation for you two? I want to go to like Saudi Arabia, Abu Dhabi, someplace like that. I would love to see that type of culture.
Same.
Go eat their food. We were in New York the other day, and they had an Afghani restaurant.
Yeah.
And she's like, Rachel was like, I wouldn't even know what to order. That's Brad. You remember the one that he came here a couple times to help me with the computer?
Oh, yeah,
took the
yeah,
pictures?
yeah.
That's him.
Hey, what's up?
So that's what I would like to go, someplace like that. I just want to go places where I've never seen.
Right.
I think when we do that, it, like for me, when I'm around people that I don't know, have a good night, Meg, and have a great day at work. I hope 4 o'clock. I hope you feel well rested and ready to get up. You know, and yeah, that's early. So that's where I would. Abu Dhabi. Listen, I got a thing in Instagram that I saved like my posts, and I have so many saved of stuff that I want to do at Abu Dhabi when I go there because I'm gonna go. It's just when. I will go 100%. All right. Ireland. I would love to see Ireland too.
That's what Murph said. I think that's the best thing Murph. About educate. Yes. People ask, how can you fix the problem?
Education.
Honestly, I don't know how to fix what's going on right now, but I do feel like if we educate our children and continue to do that and continue to, talk to them openly about addiction and even like prescription meds and everything like that, I feel like that at least we can help the next generation that's growing up. Yep. You know,
Bucky Cruz, he said, good question.
Mom,
can you continue to do what I do? I will always, in one form or another, always do community work. Because So I paid my debts to society by prison and stuff like that, but I know I've done a lot of damage to the world. So I could do work every day and still feel like I still have to do more. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, I don't know. When we do certain type of damage, you know, that can't be reversed or forgotten with, you know, an apology or you know, stuff like that, you know, where they say like changed behavior and try to make sure that others don't, you know, repeat the mistakes. So education though. So I seen somebody posted that they were, you know, because of all the violence in Philly, they weren't going to let their kids listen to rap music. And I can see what they're saying. For me, I don't think that's going to help.
Not all rap is the same though.
But it's not even about that. Listen, if Major watches TV, right? If we go to watch something that I know there might be a little bit of violence or something like that, I tell him, Major, this is a movie. This is make pretend. Same exact thing we have to tell people, our kids with music. Listen, this is make pretend. This is entertainment. This isn't real life. So what they're telling you, you can't do in real life. You don't get to run down on your ops and spin the block and, you know, pull out the ladder and kill them and get away. That shit don't happen.
That never happened.
Do that in real life and see where that gets you. You're either going to be dead, you're not going to leave that block, or you're going to spend the rest of your life in the penitentiary. And the people that you think are going to hold you down the most are going to be the first ones that line up to put you there. They're going to be the first ones to tell on you. So think about that. Letty Wandermer. Yeah, I don't think sheltering is good. I think
when we first started going down to Kensington, we would always take our kids. Always. And listen, I got so many people messaging me, telling me
the worst mother in the world.
Mom.
You're horrible. You know,
like do something with yourselves. Why would you think that was okay? But they also had to think like when I was using, I took them there.
Yep, we took them.
You know what I mean?
They didn't know where they were going. They were in the back seat.
You know, like when I was using, I was doing that. So why not
take
them now and 100%. Show them?
Yep.
Listen, this is the real. You've already seen it.
Listen.
So now,
they just didn't realize. Listen. So I always think for me. I want to be upfront with my kids. I think that a lot of us. Like a lot of us, we don't know how to react in certain situations. So sometimes when we're faced with adversity, we fall back on what we know, right? So if I tell my kids, look, this is how you act. If you're at a party and somebody tells you you want to do some coke or you want to do some drugs, this is what you say. It's all right to lie. It's all right to make up an excuse. It's all right to say, no, I'm allergic. You know, it's all right to say all that stuff. It's all right to do that, you know? So I think all we could do, because at the end of the day, our kids are going to do not what we tell them, but what we do, what we show them, right? Leslie, what's up? So we have to give our kids the best information. And this is just my opinion. We have to give our kids the best information and hope that they make the right decision, not based on emotion, but based on facts and education.
And I also wanted to show my kids that these are human beings, because a lot of times I would see people, even when I was using, like they didn't want to let their kids around me. I used to feel like people didn't want my own kids around me, which they didn't, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying that's a horrible feeling. So I feel like, you know, you have to always remember that whoever you're dealing with, that's somebody's loved one. Somebody's somebody, you know? So.
Yeah, exactly. Just because you don't care about them doesn't mean that somebody don't. Because the same way you could be like, oh, that's not my family, right? And that's fine and cool until it is your family, right? Until it's your son or your mother, right? And then you got somebody trying to exploit your mother, somebody trying to exploit your daughter, or somebody trying to exploit your sister, right? But it was cool when it was somebody else's sister. Then it's no big deal. But when it's our sister, now it's a big deal. We got to think about that. For me, I try to treat everybody as if they're my sister or my brother. You know, Lori, thank you, Lori. Thank you. Jean, same. Jean is still doing the same. Nicole, still doing the same. I seen somebody said if I would talk with AML. Absolutely. I reached out to him. You know what I mean? For me, I'm not the type of person to talk about somebody behind their back, you know, like sneak shit. I'd rather speak to you. You know, but yeah. Trade schools, 100%.
I think so too. I think a lot of times we push too much to tell our
Education.
kids that the only way you'll be successful is if you go to college, and I don't agree with that at all. I feel like you can be successful going to a trade school. I just feel like you have to have a plan.
Yeah.
Truly. And it doesn't always, because not everybody, whatever they want to do, they might not need college. So now you went to college, now you're paying all this
wasted,
debt back,
and now you're in debt.
And you're not even doing what you went to college.
Stacy, this is what I tell my kids all the time, especially the younger ones. I tell them, look, there's nothing that we can't work through. When I'm having a conversation, before I ask them, you know, us as parents, we know the truth. We know if our kid lied. We know if they cursed. We know if they stole something, right? So when we go to ask them, for me, I always give them a chance to speak, to tell me what happened. Jess, thank you. Jess, thank you. So I always give them a chance to tell me. And I tell them, if you tell me, your honesty is going to earn you points. And there's nothing we're not going to be able to work through as long as you're honest with me. That's what we have to do. That's what we have to do with our kid. Trade school. Look, I have a trade. You know, one of my businesses is a barber. That's a trade. You know.
Oh, look at the love between Kelly and Murph. I love you, babe. Love you.
And Kelly and Murph, right? They do be having love affairs through the thing. And they're probably in the same house.
Yeah.
They're probably one's upstairs, one's downstairs, one's on the other couch. Yeah, I do like it. College ain't for everybody.
But I also feel like if that's what your career, you have to go to college, then it's something to, absolutely, to invest in.
Yep. So hold on, I got some more questions here. And mind you know, not everything's for everybody either. Not everything. Some people are gonna need college, some aren't. Me, I think if I would have went to college, I think college would have been good for me. One aspect, I think not, because so I learned by doing. You know what I mean? That's the way I learn. I have to see something. That's the way I learn. So college, maybe, you know, not. But I think the education part, I think college would have been good for me because of the way I retain information and knowledge.
Jessie, what? I missed what she said. Hold on, I'm going to talk about that. Chat cuts me off. My bad. I don't know. You said you've been doing what? Sorry. It like cut her off. So.
Will I be voting in November? Yes, I vote. Absolutely. Shelly, where did I get my teeth from? I got them from my mother. No. I got them in Puerto Rico. I wouldn't recommend it though. just little things, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna, and which I said before, I'm gonna be redoing them. Okay, so
damn, I'm sorry, William. I'm sorry.
Latina, she asked, even if someone told you about it, why repeat it? What was you trying to accomplish? For me, you know, and this is the last time I'm gonna even speak on it. For me, if there's a thief in the neighborhood, I hope somebody would tell me. If there's a murder in the neighborhood, I hope somebody would tell me. If there is, you know, somebody who's breaking into cars, I wish somebody would tell me. You know, that's all. Do you know if there are any other areas in the U.S. that are as open or worse than Kensington? I don't. They say that Skid Row is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen videos of Skid Row. To me, it doesn't look like Kensington at all. Not even the parts that we see on video in Kensington. Because mind you, there's Kensington that we see on video, and then there's the real Kensington. It's similar, but not the same.
Right.
So Skid Row, and like I said, I don't know because I've never been to Skid Row. I will be there. You know, I will go there eventually, and I'm just gonna go there, pull up with my clippers, and start cutting.
Yeah, I can't imagine somewhere worse than Kensington, to be honest.
I can't
because you go there, and it's just something. I guess I feel like if the video, like when you see things down there, it doesn't really do it any justice until you're actually there and see it.
Yeah,
and then to know, like, at any given time, you could be walking past a body. You know, kids walk past 100%. Bodies. You know, you're stepping over needles. I don't know. It is
everything.
Crazy.
Everything. Yeah, Baltimore. I've been to Baltimore, Shannon. Baltimore's bad.
Yeah.
But it's not Kensington. You know, it's not Kensington. Kensington is a place unlike any other, unfortunately.
Skid Row is bigger, so that's why it probably.
Yeah. See, I thought the other way around. I didn't think Skid Row was that big.
I didn't know.
Yeah, that's a good analysis, Mike. That's a good analysis. Crazy big homeless population. Yep. Okay. And I think Skid Row also has a lot of people dealing with mental health too. You know what I'm saying? So Victor, my favorite music bands. I don't really listen to music too much.
Well, if you had to.
But if I did, the last music album I listened to was Meek Mill, a new album. I think he came out with it yesterday or the day before. Mm-hmm. Before that was Kanye West Donda. Kanye West, I listen to him on a regular basis. When I need to do something creative, I put on Kanye. If I'm feeling like, you know, I need some fresh air in my lungs, I'm going to listen to some Meek. I haven't listened to Drake's album yet.
I did a little bit.
I'm sure what the fuck you mean you listened to him?
I did. It's good.
Yeah, it's good?
It's good.
Yeah, how good?
Really good.
Really good? Yeah? Okay. Certified lover boy, huh? Okay.
And mine.
No. We didn't talk about this. Matter of fact, my shit is Trina.
Wait.
Trina.
I don't
some other girls with fat asses right now. Hold up. Megan Thee Stallion. Nicki Minaj. Yeah.
I like them too. Honestly, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
she
lie.
does.
I like them too. But my real favorite, like the person I listen to, I feel like forever is Alicia Keys. But what?
She's trying to make herself
It
seem
is true.
sophisticated with
you know
Alicia
that.
Keys.
You know that.
Every fucking morning she got on that thought music.
I do. But that's my. But listen, that's I
She
feel
got-
like who I really am.
Yeah,
So
that's her heart.
Why I listen to that.
Alicia Keys might be who she wants to be, right? We all had it, right?
What?
Dodgy path. Yeah.
Wait, I missed it. Wait.
She said, now we're going down a dodgy path.
Yeah.
Alicia is dope. Dream Doll?
I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
Dream Doll?
I don't know who that is.
I feel old.
I don't know them. Will you turn on that fan? It's hot as a bitch in here. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to her later on. She's gonna yeah. And see me, I was a big music listener. For years I listened to music. Music is very strong influencer for me. Very strong. That's why it's very powerful. That's why I have to be selective with my music.
Same.
Music will take me, you know, I put on some Mobb Deep or some shit like that.
Thank you, Brianna. Thank you.
What?
You have my permission to be ratchet.
Oh, I thought it was Honda Mommy. It says spank Rachel. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that's who you were saying thank you to, but not, of course. Yeah. So, you know, music has had me doing some shit I didn't know I was doing. Oh yeah, Haley, hold up. So somebody said that too.
Is it what's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
What?
Wait.
That said that?
Yeah, that is him who said that. Why
No.
you gotta be paid?
No. Somebody had said
As
forget
a
it.
question?
Yeah, no.
Oh, I missed it.
Somebody still thinking about the book.
Yeah, Cardi B is gorgeous. All of those women are, I think. All of them. Oh, yeah.
All right. Why are people consenting to the juice? The government mandated juice, which I'm going to take into consideration. He means the vaccine. To me, we're both vaccinated, right? If you don't want to get vaccinated, that's fine. I respect your opinion. I don't think you're an asshole. I don't think you're dumber than me. I don't think you're smarter than me. I respect if you don't want to do it, don't do it.
Yeah.
You know. Now me, as a business owner, would I tell anybody in my business you had to be vaccinated? I don't think so. You know, but I don't know. How about if I was, how about if I had 1,000 employees? You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about that. You know, I don't know. Damn, look at Q the Barber. Look. He's a hater on the low. Q the Barber. I don't know. He was in here. Where is he? He was in here. He was in here a little while ago, but I see him in here talking shit.
Yeah, he wasn't here.
Yeah, I know.
Oh wow.
So
who cares? To be honest.
Yeah.
Wait, what? My TikTok name. So my daughters literally hate that I have a TikTok, and I started making TikToks.
Oh yeah, they don't.
They
like
hate
that
it.
shit.
They're so mad. But anyhow, my TikTok name is Rachael L. Rodriguez. So Rachael with 2 L's, Rodriguez.
Here, I'm gonna post it. Your name,
Yeah,
right?
that's my name.
Just like that.
Yeah.
All right. So this is Rachel's.
But so they've been reporting my videos.
Who?
They're haters.
Oh, the kids.
My kids are haters.
At first, I was like, "Who are you talking about?"
Are reporting my videos, and then their friends. They're mad because their friends were watching my videos. Well, yeah, I can't help it.
Man, listen, you'll be all right. You'll get over it. That's what I think.
I said, you better not report my videos because I pay for that phone that you're reporting my videos. So.
Right? They get upset. Do you take your kids to Kensington? Yes.
We have.
We haven't since COVID started. That's when we stopped taking them down there, but we did. We definitely did.
Yeah, they are. They're hating.
Yeah, the kids are hating.
And then they're like, they just hate it.
Listen, y'all should have seen how beautiful they look.
They really did.
Are y'all gonna celebrate when you get to 100K? Yeah, we'll do a giveaway. We're gonna do a giveaway. Just to show you guys appreciation, right? It'll be dope. It'll be an accomplishment, a milestone. So that'll be dope. I think, Wanda, anything to do with donating is in the description if you're interested. I think meetings are very, very, very important. Very important. Meetings are absolutely critical.
So I also wanted to say this too, because I feel like people get clean, and I'm speaking from my own experience. So prior to me using, I didn't realize how bad my mental health was. Does that make sense?
Hold up 1 second.
Yeah.
That's Rachel's TikTok. I put it up and then I took it away.
So when you get clean, I think meetings are also important, but I also think it's so important to know what you have and then other ways to cope with it. And I don't just mean medication. There's other ways and other things that you can do, but I think that's so important, and to recognize it, because that for me is probably one of my biggest struggle.
All right. So through the faith, how long have you had your channel? I had my channel, so I started uploading regularly, and you can't see it. Yeah. So I started uploading regularly probably in like 2018. 2017, I'd put a video up and then I'd wait 3 months and put another video up. When did it start to blow up?
2019.
Yeah, probably 2019, maybe. I don't know. The next Bliss, thank you for that compliment about the work. Thank you about the artwork. Next big project for Morals Over Money is I'm working on a documentary that has to do with, so Philadelphia right now is considered the homicide capital of the United States. They're already over 400 homicides this year. Think about that. So I'm working on a documentary about 15, 20 minutes long to touch on that. Jacqueline, the humanitarian award was dope. Thank you. That was a blessing for me. That was absolutely awesome for me to get that. Thank you. Any word on Antoine? No, I haven't seen Antoine in a couple weeks, to be honest. Sheikh did not go to rehab that last time. I don't know if he went before there. I mean, after there, he was supposed to. Not sure. What will you give away? I'm not sure yet. I don't know. Something decent though.
Oh, that's awesome, Shannon. What's the app called? Or you have an appointment? I thought you said an app. Well, that's good, because honestly, I feel like that's so important.
Yeah. What happened to Barn? He's around here somewhere, I'm sure.
He was in here.
Yeah, he was in here. He's at work probably tonight though.
No, it's the weekend. Maybe not.
Oh yeah, Saturday.
He FaceTimed me earlier and I spoke to him, but
Malo is in Pittsburgh. I mean, excuse me, in Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh kid is the one that asked that. Yeah, he's in Florida. I've been meaning to reach out to him, but I haven't. I don't want to reach out to him and then get in a message with him and then him be reminded of Kensington, right? Whatever he's doing right and doing good because he's not in Kensington. So I don't want to be part of a reason why he would ever come back, at all. Audie, what's up? How you doing? Congratulations. Jose, congratulations on your clean time, brother. Be proud, keep on going, and you'll turn that 7 months into a year. Ooh, somebody I seen, seasonal depression. Stacy, that's me to a T. I hate this time of year. Hate it. This time of year is starting to get cold. I don't do well right here. This next couple months it'll determine how my whole winter goes. Last year I cruised through it until the end. And then the end I got real depressed. And it sucked for a couple months where I love making YouTube videos. For me, they, anything being creative helps take my mind off stuff, brings joy to me. And I didn't even want to do this. Thank you, I'm awake. And I did. Listen, when I was feeling like that, feeling like shit, I came to y'all. And y'all helped me to snap out of that. I just, I was just same thing.
What is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Reminds me of Shan.
Yeah. So, I came to y'all and spoke to y'all about it. So I thank you. His name is Che Guevara. Che Guevara. You can look him up. Depends who tells you about him. Some people will say he was a horrible person. Some people will say he was a good person. It depends whose article you read.
Wait, what did it say? Get yourself a what light?
Blue light.
For here?
No, a blue light is for vitamin D.
Oh, I was like,
yes, we're in Pennsylvania. Tam, I haven't used my laser lately. I need to, or if not, I need to get rid of it. One or the other. I don't like having something sitting around. Heaven, what's up? Betty Boo.
Heaven.
We gotta. So
we have to go to Chicago.
Yep. Sometime within this
month, I'm hoping.
Yeah, within this month, we'll be there to see you.
Ephrata.
Effort is close.
Ephrata, that was the first.
It's next to Harrisburg, right?
No, it's next to Reading. Isn't it next to Reading? I think. Listen, that was the first. I went to a rehab. My first rehab ever was in Ephrata, I think.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Karen Foundation.
That was
called.
She went there. It was like a place where.
Oh, he's gonna make some bullshit up because he didn't know what.
I wasn't actually. I was gonna say it's a place for people that have a problem with sticking things in their ass.
Yeah, see, I knew it. I knew it.
Merv, thank you.
Yeah.
I haven't done any painting lately. Listen, so let me tell y'all what my daily schedule is, right? I wake up 7:30. I'm out of the house by 9. I get home by 7, 8 o'clock. right? That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Right? So I go down there all then. Now I go to Kensington, what, Saturday? No, excuse me. Sundays usually we go to Kensington. Sunday usually come back the same day. Every once in a while, stay out there, but 9 times out of 10 we come back. And then Monday, I'm usually doing some type of work too. So it's, I would love to have time to see. And what I did too is when I was just out there, every time I'm in Kensington, I don't be in the mood to do interviews. You know what I mean? It has to be a day when I'm in the mood. Last week I was in the mood, so I did a whole bunch. And when I feel like when I'm in the mood, I gotta take advantage of it because I'm not always in the mood. It's a lot of times you're not in the mood to speak. It's draining. It's emotionally draining when you're doing that. And my wife is a valley girl. She is guilty. Thank you, Maureen. Yeah, Vic. And so for me, I think, no, I seen it too, Sharon. The last quiz, I seen people going around just recording. For me, I think the only time that that I get to relax is when I go on vacation, because we go to New York, we go somewhere. I'm there with a purpose. Thomas, you're a horrible reader of people.
You're not.
I apologize, but you are wrong as shit. Rachel seems very understanding how to fucking hit you in the head with something.
If I have to.
See? Thank you, TW. Thank you. And I appreciate that.
And I am understanding. And a valley girl, too. No.
And ratchet.
And ratchet.
Oh, there goes Heaven. I'm going to fucking block you, Heaven.
Thank you, Heaven.
I'll apologize to you. I'm going to block you. I'm going to tell Barn, look, I'm sorry, man. She was fucking pumping Rachel up, and I can't have that.
Oh, I didn't know you were from or around Kensington. I'm awake. I go to Kensington to get my crispy pizza.
Okay.
So you must be close.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine driving too far. So.
Yeah. What else? Rachel is an awesome wife and a month. That she is. She is. I can't deny that. If I do, I'm not.
You may not anyhow. Just saying.
Anyway.
That's what we all gotta be good at something.
Yeah. Malo is all right, Anita. He's in Philadelphia. Excuse me, in Florida.
Wait, what's the other place? There's a Blue Ball. There's 2 places in Pennsylvania that have crazy names. Blue Balls is one.
Yeah.
Which isn't that by the Poconos? Because I see it.
The sign, like when we go to New York.
Yeah. And I think it's by the Poconos.
And it's one. It looks like scrotum.
Scrotum.
But it's Scrot Run. I think. I don't think it's an M. I don't know.
Oh, you used to live on Somerset. Okay.
Oh, so you're right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What time is the girl supposed to be coming home?
They're not. They're sleeping at their nan's because she's going away for 3 weeks. So she said she would pick them up from the dance.
Okay.
I think they're already home.
Will you share what triggered your addiction?
I really don't know. I feel like I already shared this. I was really young when I first started using drugs. And I feel like I never really liked who I was, and I was very insecure, and I just wanted to be anybody but me. And I felt like I just I would see other people doing things and I wanted to try it too. And once I tried it, it didn't stop at like just drinking, and then I was like doing other stuff, which led to other stuff, which led to other stuff.
Yeah.
So, and I was just young and I always hung out with older people. So I was hanging out with people that I had no business hanging out with at 14. You know what I mean?
They did. Thank you, Heaven. Frank, how did you make it so far from where
Thanks,
you
Heaven.
were? Hard work, commitment, sacrifice, all those words. That's what I did. I didn't settle at all, and the thing I tell people, so people that know me just in this sense, right? People that know me just like maybe because I'm doing good and stuff. Now imagine me being the other way, right? Imagine a young, I use dope in prison, TW. Imagine a young, rich 21-year-old, 22-year-old, right? I had more money than I knew what to do with, and everything that comes with that. And I was a knucklehead, you know. So believe me, there was plenty of people that want to hang out with you just because they know, oh, all right, dude got money, dude got a name, whatever it might be. You got plenty of people that, yes, men, that they are, essentially. So, that's what I tell people sometimes is just, think about that. I don't know. Selling drugs. I have a lot of dreaming. I was young. I was a young 21 years old, 20 years old, 22 years old. And, I was making, on a weekly basis, I don't know, easy, $20,000 a week I was making. So you just think about it, and the first, couple weeks that I had those, I'd go out and buy stuff, jewelry, all that type of stuff.
I was just thinking of something like I helped that.
Yeah.
I helped you.
Yeah, to contribute to it.
Yes, and that's why I'm taking back now.
Yeah, so much. Yeah. Anyway. So you think about that, you know what I mean? In the course of a month, I'm making right around $100,000. So after a couple months, you don't have nothing left to buy. I don't got a $30,000 chain. I have 3 motorcycles. I have 3 vehicles. You know what I mean? I have everything I need. So think about it. After that, I just sort of started stacking my money. And it's, for me, that's why now money doesn't move me. Money doesn't move me because I know, listen, I had hundreds of thousands of dollars at one time, and I remember being fucking miserable, ready to kill myself. You know what I mean? And I was sitting on, damn near $200,000 in cash, ready to kill myself because I was so fucking miserable. So that's why money isn't too important to me. I love to have it because of the financial freedom that it brings me. And I'm able to do stuff for myself and for others, but money is not a motivating factor for real. That, and I think that's why, like, when I was saying, like, the numbers, having 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's cool, but it doesn't really mean nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it's all superficial,
Yeah, that's it.
Like, think about
money
that.
in the world. And
Yeah. So that's why I think like that stuff isn't really important to me. People ask me now, they'd be like, yo, how come you don't, like for me, okay, I tell everybody that knows, I tell people my jewelry, besides my wedding band, is fake.
I wanted to say that.
It's fake. My jewelry's fake.
I saw a lot of people commenting about,
Yeah.
the jewelry. Listen,
Yeah.
that shit is not
My jewelry
even real.
is fake, right? I don't spend money on jewelry because I was one of those people that spend so much money.
All his sneakers.
Yeah, I don't listen. I don't
Like-
I don't spend money on that stuff, and I have money to spend on it, but I don't do that. I just yeah. For me, I'd rather have a chain. If I spend $100 on a chain that looks good,
See, yeah, right,
and I could save that other $1,000 or whatever it might be, I'm cool with that. Exactly, Janice. Dirty money will never be blessed. You ain't lying, man. So, it's I don't know. That stuff, it's all superficial. That's why I see so many people get like so caught up in social media.
He has gotten sneakers at Walmart.
Yeah. That shit don't impress me. You know what impresses me? Like, I see somebody that is a good man, right? You're a good man to your community, to your family. That's the stuff that impresses me. I'd be like, damn, that's what's up. Way more than a nigga driving a Lamborghini. I'm going to be like, oh, that's a nice car.
Right.
But
I'll catch your attention.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. But I'm going to want to sit down and talk to the person that I see is at peace with themselves.
Oh, Haley,
yeah, social media is a trap.
That's why I can't always be on. I have to take breaks because honestly, that shit does. And it makes me feel very insecure. I start to feel insecure sometimes,
Yeah. Seeing me, social media, I don't see it like that. Like, I just be like, it's cool, but whatever it is. Exactly, Sharon. 100%. Never see a Brinks truck following a hearse. Yep. For me, I'm more concerned and like impressed by good men. People that have character, stuff like that. That impresses me more than somebody that has a whole bunch of jewelry or a whole bunch of money and stuff like that. So that's definitely, Karen. That's definitely true with a lot of people. That's definitely true with a lot of people.
Danielle,
I think money just shows you. It just like amplifies who you are inside, right? When you have money, if you're a shitty person, you're going to be more shitty of a person because you got money. Money just magnifies who you are.
Danielle, we did use together. Like,
yeah, we definitely
used together.
I got clean first by literally a week or two. Haley, I didn't get. So she said, you'll never see a Brinks truck following a hearse, right? Which means
the money's
once you're dead, that money is gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to have money, but yeah. So listen, Mary, she said she keeps her kids off social media. One of them. For us, we have our twins. They're on social media, but they're mature enough. Now, my other daughter, she's not. Everybody's not mature enough. Some people shouldn't have social media accounts. Kids, all that. Adults too. Some people shouldn't have it. Some people ain't mature enough for it. It's just a fact.
Yeah, sometimes I'm not.
I got cheekbones behind this. Yep. Exactly. Thomas, listen, so that's why I feel good anywhere I go because I know I don't bring bad energy with me, you know, and not saying bad stuff happens to good people every day. But I know like I always try to leave a situation with knowing that at least I gave my best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? Like if I go work at McDonald's and I get fired, I want to leave there knowing that, okay, I didn't get fired because I was lazy. I got fired because maybe they needed to downsize, you know, or maybe somebody was hating on me or whatever it might be. Because nobody's exempt
And that's
from the
not
hate.
to say people don't have their bad days, though.
Oh, yeah. Everybody has their bad days. Yeah.
Because even though I like to think I'm a nice, positive person,
Yeah.
I have my bad days, and
she has lots of bad days. You know, more than some. Nah.
No, I do.
And me, I get like that too. Listen, there's plenty of times where I have to check myself. And the thing about me, I don't mind if I fucked up and I did some nut shit and I was acting out of character. I'll be the first one. I'll be like, yo, I fucked up. My fault. You know, I'll tell people 100%. You know, because yeah, Maria, it's called being a human. Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah. Juanita. So I feel like that also, right? I feel like since I've been doing my best to be a better person, that people want to be good around me also. Karma works both ways, and a lot of times we forget that. We only think of karma as a bitch.
Yeah.
Karma's blessings also. See what I'm saying? It's just how we reap our benefits, because we're going to reap what we sow 100%. Now it's just we've been sowing that good karma or sowing that bad karma. We just gotta think about that. You know, sometimes I just be in a mood where I'll be like, man, listen, today, a matter of fact, when I left the shop, I see somebody that was stalking us. Last year or the year before, we had a stalker. And I seen that person today. And my initial reaction was, I'm gonna follow you in this truck and we're gonna see what's what. And thank God, you know, traffic didn't allow for it, you know. So we all have those. None of us are exempt from having those bad days, right? We have them. It's just important not to dwell on them, I guess. Do I have a hair on my nose? Like right here? I feel like I have a fucking hair on my mustache is poking me right here. No?
Look, go straight. Not that
No?
I see.
So when I got my hair cut today, I cut my nose hairs, and sometimes they poke me, and I was like, it just felt weird.
Right? They are boogers.
Boogers? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that he was.
Whenever I cut my nose hairs, like it pokes the inside of my nostril. Haley, I think we all do, Haley. We all do.
Listen,
it's hard. But listen.
I feel like it's a work.
It's a process.
A mindful thing.
Yeah, it's something we have to continuously do because listen, perspective is everything. Did you ever see like one of those optical illusions where you look at it from one angle, it looks like one thing. You flip it around, it looks like something else. So that's all perspective, right? We look at it from one angle, we could see a little lizard. We look at it from another angle, that bitch might look like a big crocodile.
I hear you.
So it's all about the way we look at it. One thing I know for sure is if I come into a situation with a positive input, then 9 times out of 10, it works better for me.
And it's funny because like we have twin girls, and it's just one of them, I can tell she has to mindfully make things a positive way, where the other one doesn't necessarily do that. She just kind of, oh, okay, if this, it is what it is kind of thing.
Naturally, she's
it's like how they vote, like, and it's just crazy because it's like some people are just like that, and it's not her fault. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I have to tell her, you need to be more mindful of this,
Audie, that's a good one. And a lot of people ask me the same thing too. I stay patient and considerate. At one time, I didn't have no patience or consideration for anybody. I was the type of person that I was very disrespectful, and I was very confident in my way to handle in my reaction or the way that I handle any type of situation, where I was like, I'd be very disrespectful and very aggressive with people. And I was like, if you don't like it, kill me or put blood in my mouth. That's all you're going to do, and that's the way I looked at it. And I was always so confident that if we start fighting 9 out of 10 people, I'm gonna be more comfortable in that situation than them, and sometimes it was the case. Sometimes it wasn't,
I'm sorry, Judy. That was
back. Olivia. Olivia, what's up, young lady? How you doing? Hopefully all is well. Hopefully school is going good for you. Hopefully you behaving, listening to your parents, right?
Listen,
hopefully you being the best you could be.
Somebody said, "Where's Mage?"
Well, Mage is out there being quiet.
His best life.
Yeah, he got his costume on.
He got a costume on, and he's watching YouTube, and we're not bothering him, and he's staying up late. So literally,
10:30.
And this is way past 10 o'clock on the weekends.
Yeah. Am I Muslim? I'm not Muslim. I think Islam is a beautiful religion.
It is.
Just like Christianity is a beautiful religion. I think we have fanatics in both religions, right? I have a lot of friends that are Muslim. I'm a little more knowledgeable than a lot of people, I would say, probably on Islam. But I'm not. I get that a lot. A lot of people ask me that because of my beard. Some people think that also like I'm Middle Eastern or something,
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so, I didn't have to buy, Greg, my teeth under here look the same. These are just more white. My teeth, and I wasn't making 200K. This is how rumors get started, right? I wasn't making 200K a week. Yeah. And I didn't have to buy.
And that was
I didn't have to buy them
20 years ago. Yeah. And it was 20,000.
Yeah. And I didn't have to buy fake teeth. But think about it. If you do your homework on that, you'll see how pricey that is, right? So a bit of everything, right?
Yeah. Yes,
She's very white. Very white.
White.
She's a white girl, yeah. Listen, I'm a firm believer in everybody has their position in life, right? So good people, bad people, people that are in the middle, people that are haters. Haters, what they don't realize is every time they talk bad about you, they're telling somebody else, putting your name in somebody else's head, somebody that didn't know you, right? So you gotta think about it. They don't realize that, right? So me, I appreciate motherfucker that hate. I appreciate people that hate on me, gossip me. I might not like them all the time, but I appreciate them.
Again.
Um,
Rachel, did you pick up?
yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
Antonio, what's going on, Antonio? Quick bit. Okay, yeah, quick bit. See, I love the haters.
Teeth are
man.
important.
Teeth are important. I think teeth are also, so for me, that is the only thing that I would ever get done is like teeth. Maybe a dick job, but I don't know if I'd be willing to donate any. You know what I mean? Because I've been asked numerous times to donate a couple inches here and there. In jail, when you go in, they ask you, "Yo, where do you want your body sent?" Then when they do your strip.
Is that Tommy?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's our.
Yeah. When they do, your strip thing, your strip search.
Yeah.
If they see you're holding, they'll ask you, "Yo, if you do die, do you want to donate 3 or 6 inches?" And I say, well, maybe not.
And Tony, like you have a medical issue, or
Yeah, what's going on?
Fill us in a little bit more, so maybe we can help you.
Yeah. Nationality? Who's that?
It's the girls.
I'm Puerto Rican. Hello, my beautiful girls. Thank you, Janice. Yeah, cheers. Listen, the haters, I like them. I like them.
Did you have fun?
I like them. I like them. They do me well. Yeah, I know. They told me they didn't really have fun. Congratulations, Viola. Please, everybody, chat. Say what's up to Viola. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
On her 311 days. Congratulations to you, sister.
Yes.
It's a blessing. Be proud of yourself. Stay humble, right? And keep pushing, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Keep pushing. When we're in a chat in a couple months, I want you to say 365, right?
411, or however you want to. Or I just got clean. Another day. Doesn't matter. You know what I'm just saying.
But we want to keep it going. Yeah. What was I gonna say? All right, y'all. I haven't ate yet. My Chinese food is waiting right there on the counter.
He said drugs.
Oh, drugs.
So how
you can email me? Email me at facesofkensington@yahoo.com. facesofkensington@yahoo.com. You can email me and we can see if we could provide you with some resources. All right, brother. facesofkensington@yahoo.com. So I need to go. No, my Chinese.
So it's because I have a box from early. I got the kids.
Oh no, I got some rice and boneless spare ribs. So I need my food. But Antonio, be strong. Whatever you're going through, even if you don't email, send well wishes and vibes to Antonio.
There's places you can call. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, wherever you're at, 100%.
There's places
you have internet access, so you can find, some places.
Yes.
We just have to take that initiative. Nobody's gonna come and grip us up and be like, "Come here, I just want to help you."
Yeah.
That's not the way it works. We have to go and this is a form of you asking for help.
Yes. And
you know what I mean? By you doing this right here, this is a form of you asking. We all have our unique ways of asking for help.
And listen, that's like the first step.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So
100%. All right, y'all. Yep. Send me a message. Send me an email, Antonio. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Thank you for everybody in the chat. Congratulations to everybody that has another day clean and sober. Please remember to be kind, loving, and patient. I thank you guys. If you haven't hit the like button yet, please hit it on the way out. And everybody have a great night. Thank you guys.
Good night.